So kind of what's happened and why do I think it's a Massachusetts miracle? And this is an outsider speaking now, so I don't read the Globe every day. Although I did have breakfast, I'm up on today's Globe. But I don't, so I don't know all the details, but I can tell you what an outsider sees. What an outsider sees is that you had this confluence of government, media, leaders from kind of health plans, all coming together to basically do something that no one else in the country did, and it started with the bill. And I remember around the time of the bill, I actually, before I came up to see John Kingsdale, I used to come up and see him all the time. And do you remember it was all, what are you guys doing? You know, you're not tackling costs first, you're tackling coverage first. And I think it was John who basically said, look, there's a theory of the case here. And the theory of the case is, we do start with costs first, we're dead. You know, we're going to start with coverage first. It's the right thing to do anyway. But then we're really going to start a dialogue in the Commonwealth. We're really going to make the body politic kind of face up to this in a way, because everyone's now in the game. Everybody has coverage now. And so the cost thing, of course, is going to hit a critical mass in several years. But we need to get this passed. We've got to get everyone's kind of involved in this game. And I did watch from afar how editorials and op-eds from all sorts of papers in the state that would not have wanted to touch healthcare costs with a kind of million-foot pole were starting to talk about these things. So kind of you had kind of government do a neat thing, then you had media do a neat thing, then you had the Attorney General come out with those two reports that essentially told the public and got a lot of press with health services researchers and policy forever about kind of all the variation and the difference in pricing, but that had not, you know, the lid had not been taken off of that, and for the Attorney General to do it was a very big idea. And then, you know, it made it look like there's a real, it's the MRI story, but it was at kind of the system level. There's big differences in price without quality, and et cetera, and kind of that was pretty amazing that happened. And then, suddenly, as I'm watching this, one of the health plans in town decides to not include the, you know, two of the sterling hospitals in the world in a network.